This is the Bead Wire Baler. It will initially come fully in the down position. So when you plug it in and first get it, you have to make sure you've got enough ceiling height because it's going to extend up to a total of 10 feet. Once you twist the emergency stop so it pops out at you, you should see the power light illuminate.
This light indicator tells you that one of the doors is open, either the upper door or the lower door. The machine will not operate if that light is on. See, that light comes on. Before you load any bead wire in the machine, you need to place some baling wire. You need 2 of them. You'll have to look inside the machine. There are 2 grooves to insert the wire into.
So you absolutely want to get this wire laid in the bottom first before you start any bale. Keeping the grooves clean helps.
You only want to leave about 10 or 12 inches of wire sticking out on this side.
So as you're removing beads with your bead wire remover, we have found as a best practice to save the beads that come out nice and circular. And the reason for that is when you go to build your bale, it's nice to always start a new bale with a bottom layer of nicely uniform beads because it tends to hold the baling wire in place better, and the final bale comes out more uniform, more compact, and just a better looking product. You know, this machine ideally should be right next to your bead wire remover. So you have your employee with your bead wire remover a arm's length away from this machine so that as they remove a bead, it never goes onto the ground and does this. So we're going to go ahead and go through our first cycle.
As the frame gets down to the bottom, the side compaction plates will move in and compress the bale from the side. They'll stay in that position and hold the bale in position as the compaction rises. Once it gets to the top, they will open up, and now it's ready to insert some more wire.
All right, so we've got the chamber full again. So we'll go ahead and cycle it. An average bale can take 3 up to 5 cycles sometimes. So we are on the last cycle, and here are some more uniform shaped bead wires that we saved during the bead wire removal operation. We just set them to the side and saved them. We put some at the bottom, and now as you get experience and get to know the machine, usually around the 3rd cycle, you should start topping off in the chamber uniform beads, and that's going to make a really nice looking bale in the end. So let's go ahead and cycle this and watch what happens. This is the last cycle, and as you can see, it stayed down. So now we're going to detail how to wrap the baling wire around and get it prepped for getting it out of the baler. So we're going to go ahead and feed the baling wire through to get to the opposite side.
Now this groove here is actually covered up some, I don't know if you can see it, it's covered up by some of the bead wire. So you might want to go below it. I like to keep this wire pointed up slightly, otherwise if it's pointed down it will tend to go down into the bead wire. So keep it slightly up as you feed it through.
So here's the one. Here's how the wire should be best wound with itself, so it kind of looks like a coil. So you want to see both wires twisted, just like this. And that should do it. So just press the start button. The main compaction plate will raise over the top. The side compaction plates will release. And we can now release the bale. There is a catch right there to prevent the door from flying open all of a sudden and hurt, just like that. So you always want to make sure that catch is down so it catches this shaft right there. And we can now pull the bale out.